to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ebro in the Morning. It's Laura Stiles, Rosenberg, the City Girls. New album, City on Lock. What's up, ladies?
What's up, Ebro? It's like I just seen you yesterday.
I know. It was just last week we was talking shit. Yo,
yeah.
Now, before we get into whatever we're going to get into, Risha, you was in the Lambo. Was it a Lambo or Ferrari you was in the other night with Southside speeding?
A Lambo on a Friday night.
Lambo Friday night. Risha's drunk with her man on the IG Live, screaming out the window. Now, was you leaning out the window? I couldn't tell.
No, you know, that's why I sit so low. Like, it was just, we was in that low-ass car. And no, I was telling him to take the top off because it's convertible.
And
ain't got no
pussy talk, pussy talk. Every time he sped the engine up, pussy talk.
Hey, cuz this pussy talk, I'm telling you.
So wait, for clarification, pussy talk isn't the pussy speaking to us. Pussy talk are the things that dudes do to make the pussy talk.
Right.
God.
Right. Like, this pussy gonna make him bring out a lamb. That's what I'm saying, like, on a Friday night.
So it's not talk about pussy, and it's not talking your way into some pussy. It's about what it makes you do.
Yes.
This is deep.
Now, Jay, let's run down the list. How many things are on that list, though, that can make the pussy talk?
I don't even think I don't even understand anymore, Ebro. Now you confuse me. How about we get
because there's a list of things. Clearly, the Lambo going fast.
Well, yeah, there's different lists for different
Birkin
people.
bags, a night out on the town, maybe some shots of tequila,
1942.
Oh, 1942.
Specifically.
Yo, it's all class. Dang y'all high price.
Lambos in 1942. Y'all expensive.
Seriously.
Now, the last time we spoke to you, Young Miami, when we had you in the studio, JT, you hadn't come home yet. You were single, I believe, at the time, Young Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are with the great producer Southside. You guys have a beautiful child together. I love that brother. He's a good dude, great guy. Was that who you were alluding to at that time? How long y'all been dating and together before it became a public thing?
September 1st, I make 2 years.
Wow.
So next month on the 1st.
How y'all met?
We met in the studio in Miami at Circle House. He used to be like pulling up in his Ferraris and stuff. And then he had came to my session one day and was like, "What's up?" on Southside. And we was like, "What's up?" And then I used to be spying on him because I used to always see him like pulling up. He used to have on his shit. I used to be like, "Damn." And then one day he had came to my car and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" We exchanged numbers and then we just started talking.
See, I got to tell you, I think he's in a great spot just being named Southside. It's such a great name to roll up with. Rosenberg just doesn't work the same way. Southside sounds fire off top.
Tight name. Tight.
Are you guys public with your child's name?
Yeah, her name's Summer.
Summer. Why? How'd you come up with Summer?
Cause I was like, I want to change my name to Summer Miami. I was like, cause I just feel like, like the summertime, you think that's a good time. I was like, for some reason I want to change my name to Summer Miami. He was like, if we have a daughter, you should name her Summer. So we end up having a daughter and I named her Summer.
Oh, that's lovely. And too bad and one day she'll get to have a nice summer in Miami because this summer's trash.
Facts.
It's been rough in Miami, huh? Have you guys been spending a lot of time there? Because they say Miami-Dade has been one of the worst spots in Florida still to this day. What's it like in your guys' experience, or have you not been there much?
Miami is closed down. It's boring. Like, that's why we in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta wide open. Miami is just shut down. You can't do nothing but get on the boat. I'm tired of getting on boats.
You can only sit on a boat for so long. Exactly.
Wait, y'all so expensive. Hey, for the audience locked in, man, before we started the interview, JT done came home. She got lighting, make the light warmer, do this. Yeah,
No. It wasn't that. I just was trying to figure out. I didn't like that my makeup made me look so light skinned. It made both of us look the same tone. So I was trying to figure out what was the issue because I like to look dark. I like to look brown.
Hollywood terms like make the light warmer. You know what I mean? That's
make
some real.
She knows what she wants.
I want to be able to tell us apart.
That's right.
Light, dark. But today we look at the same color. So it's just like, okay.
Now, you guys teamed up with Mass Appeal for your documentary, Point Blank. Period. Now, were you guys happy with the way everything came out? Were you happy the way they covered you guys? And how was it like watching all of that old footage come back up?
I was definitely happy with the way that they recorded the whole thing, even though at the time I didn't understand it. I was pissed off all the time with the cameras in my face. But when it all came out, with everything down to flaws, what we was actually going through, everything was documented. I was happy with the outcome. Because at first I was like, bitch, don't record me looking crazy. Don't record me talking crazy. But, that's what really make us the city girls, the rawness of us. So I was just, I didn't see the documentary for real until I got out of prison. Because it came out when I was in prison. So
Right.
when I seen it when I got out, it was emotional. And like our docu-series that we got right now, it made me emotional every episode. But it's over now, but it was emotional, like just watching us.
Now, speaking of you coming out, it's funny. We were just having a conversation with a member of the Wu-Tang Clan who was locked up when they blew up. And, we saw the same thing with the Migos. And it's not that different with your situation in that City Girls kind of blew up to the biggest y'all have ever been while you were gone. First of all, how much did you have your eye on it constantly? And how much adjustment was there to coming out and this thing that you've been working towards had kind of like gotten that much bigger in the time when you were gone?
Well, I noticed it was getting bigger by the pictures that she was seeing, like her jewelry started changing. And then we would have and then we have video visits. She'll show me the shows because we was performing like in small clubs when I went in prison. And the biggest stage I ever was on when Lil Baby brought us out at Rolling Out, and nobody didn't even know us. Probably like 10 people in the crowd knew us, so that really didn't count. So when she was showing me like Rolling Loud, the Broccoli Fest, all those different festivals, and they knew the songs, I was like, oh wow, like that's big, that's major. And then I seen a movement of Free JT, the posters, the t-shirts. People, I used to get so much mail too, like, wow. And that's how I knew we was getting big, because I used to get mail galore. Like different people were sending me pictures with the merch, or they'll send me cards, all type of shit. So
that must have been.
That's how I saw the.
And here's a question I want to ask you. That's amazing. One thing I've heard about when it comes to women in prison is that there is, and we talked to Remy about this when she got back, is that we all know the image of women who hold their men down, showing up at prisons every single weekend there for their men. And I've heard that in reverse, it's not always the same. Watching other people around you when you were locked up, did you see that? Like, were men coming to hold women down, or did you notice that there's a lot of women there not getting the same kind of visits men get?
I'm not trying to like make it a racial thing, but I barely saw black men holding black women down. Like I would honestly see like Spanish men will come and they would hold them down. I don't know the situation, I don't know the terms, so I can't really speak on it, but I really felt like black women didn't get the same love and support from their husbands, because I was friends with them or their boyfriends, and half of the time they be in there because of them, and it'd be like, yeah, it was a wild situation to watch, like my own people not getting support of visits, or be crying and saying they didn't see their kids in 2 or 3 years because they don't have the money and the means to have them come, to the prison. Because I was in prison and we was kind of like far from, they was far from home. I was close. So that was just what I didn't see.
Is that something that you see yourself trying to, as you guys grow as artists and you grow as young women, is that an area, JT, where you see yourself trying to help other young women navigate dealing with, the trauma of that situation? I'm sure, now that you're home, you're unpacking some of that. You writing your songs, you talking your shit. Some of that is therapy, but also, just dealing with just that post-traumatic stress and or helping women who are still on lockdown not feel alone. Do you see yourself going down that path?
Yes, of course. But right now, like, I'm just so focused on like getting back into the City Girls in a group. But I always wanted to like start like a halfway house or start a program that funds women who can't see their kids because they don't have the funds like for their kids to go and see them like at least once every 3 months. Like a funding program for that, because they don't have the support. That's two things I really want to do. But right now, I'm just so focused on getting the city girls back to where they need to be, so then I can have the time to get to that too. Because it's just like right now, it's hard.
Now, Risha, we got to have a talk. When did
Okay.
the world start calling you Carisha? When did it switch from Young
God.
Miami to Carisha? Because now everybody just calls you Carisha.
When Santana, I used to be on live with Santana, and when he was like, Carisha, please. So Carisha, please became a phrase. Now everybody just be like, Carisha, please. And I hate that. I hate that people call me Carisha. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yo, but that's your name, though. It's it's stuck. It's stuck now.
Yeah, at first, Drake had everybody calling me Risha. So it went from Young Miami to Risha to Carisha. I don't like that. Like, my name is Young Miami, period.
Okay, so this for Young Miami, okay? And this is only because we haven't spoken to you since all of this happened. But one thing to me that was really was special, that you were so vulnerable when you shared to the world. And I know, it's been documented, but I want you to talk about how hard it was, at coming out and telling the world that you're having a baby, because you're at the height of your career. You're repping JT. You were on all these stages, always, always, always with a picture, an airbrush photo of her screaming JT. But at the same time, you're about to bring this life into the world, and with so much stigma around, women always being told that you're gonna throw everything away. You're just starting your career. Talk about that moment, man, because I know it was super emotional for you, but a lot of us, outside that we're always rooting for you. It made us just root for you even harder, because we knew that you're going through so many emotions during such a tough time.
Yeah, I mean, it was very emotional because I did want to tell the label, but like you said, I didn't want to be like, you got things to do, JT in jail, you taking off your career now. Why you want to get pregnant now? So I felt like it was real important to do what I had to do and make sure that I was still getting up for work. So when I told them, it would have been like, I've been doing it, yeah, I didn't know. So don't tell me now, like, you got to shut down, which that's what they try to do. When you watch the documentary, I was like, I'm pregnant. And they like, oh, you gotta shut down. You can't do shows. You gotta go to the doctor. I'm like, no, I'm good. I talked to my doctor. This ain't my first baby. I know how to, handle stuff, and I know what I can, what I can't do. So that was the situation. And then it was like, once I did come out, I was kind of scared because, people is so negative, but everybody was sending love. It was so positive. I was crying, like reading the comments up under my post, because everybody was like, congratulations. We gonna hold you down. We got you. This, that, and the third. I thought it was gonna be like negative, but it was so positive. I was crying. I was like, dang, like I ain't expect this.
JT, now you get to be the big aunt, because a lot of people don't know that y'all go back to what, 10 years old, 11 years old,
like 13, 14.
13, 14. And y'all are special because y'all relationship between you two as artists and as goes way before music. Whose idea was it to start a rap group?
It was my idea.
And why is that? Why rap for you?
Cause I always knew how to rap. But I never would take it serious for real, because I didn't think, like, where we came from, you barely see people make it, and I just didn't have the time to think that if I focused on that, I rather really went to go to work, you know what I'm saying, get a real job and a real hustle than to start music, because I didn't think it was gonna work for us. But it was these girls, and they used to always be hating on her, so I'm like, Carisha, we could make a song about them. But the beat came back, it was a different beat, and we end up talking about niggas. And that's how the narrative about the City Girls came along, because our very first song was like, fuck that nigga. And we carried that on, but it worked out for us. Like, we made our first song, it went viral. And then we made a freestyle that went viral, and we performed for the first time with just 2 songs, and we would come out to Trina and Jackie O. That's what we used to do. That was our little stage set. We would come out as Trina and Jackie O, and then we would do our 2 little songs. And when I tell y'all, we used to pack the clubs out. So it was like, okay, this working for us. Like, people gravitated to us because we was like always popular girls in the neighborhood. So it was kind of easy for us to be it in Miami and people to root for us. But for people to root for us worldwide, that's a big deal, because coming from where we come from, people are very talented, but it's so hard for us to get noticed.
And now, JT, you study these raps though, like you know, for the people out there that may not have spent time, you just know the city girls. If you want some real hood talk and JT, I could tell you now. JT, are you pushing Carisha on the raps? Like, cause I could tell that y'all work together to make each other better. Cause JT, you try different patterns. I hear you doing different patterns and different styles. Carisha, I hear you trying different things on this album that you guys hadn't tried on previous albums with rapping. Just your rhyme patterns. Are y'all really working on getting better as rappers?
Yes, of course. Like I always felt like it was important as an artist to, like to give it my all with cadence and patterns and all that. And I study that because sometimes I come to the studio and I can have the lyrics, but it'd be so hard for me to catch a flow. So I have to sit back and I have to think about this, that, and the third. And I feel like now, like Carisha done stepped it up so much. Sometimes she'll send me back her verse, and I feel like, damn, my verse trash. Like, and I think that keep us motivated, and it pushes us to feel like, like it's two of us, and both of us got to give our all now. Because at first, when we first started, I ain't gonna lie, it was just like, damn if we do, damn if we don't. But now it's more of, so let's get this shit together. Let's show them that we are rappers and we are artists. But
now, Carisha, when you're sitting there not smiling, should we
that's just
assume?
how I am. I'm telling
Should
you.
we assume that you about to stab somebody, or we done fucked up? Which one is it?
No, people always be like, "What's wrong with you?" And I be like, "What's wrong with me?" And they be like, "Why you look so mad?" I be like, "That's just how." I was like, no, like if you give me something to smell about, I'ma smell. But I'm just sitting here. I'm taking in everything y'all say. I'm listening to the questions. I'm just chilling.
Now keep it real. Now, Young Miami, keep it real though. The rumors, you don't really fuck with the rumors. You don't really like you don't like none of that shit.
Mm-mm.
Now, but it's a part of the game. Have you gotten better with dealing with the rumors and the negativity and the social media now because it's a part of the game?
Listen, before I started rapping and I was an artist, I did with this. So it came when I became an artist, it came worse. Like everything I do, the way I talk, the way I look, everything, the way I rap, it's always negative. And I was like, damn, you know what? I never used to get sad about it, but sometimes it made me feel like, damn, I really can't talk. Or damn, I really can't, rap. But then I was like, that's just the fuck I can. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and let these people tell me I can't talk, I can't rap. So I just, look, me being who I am got me here today. I'm not gonna listen to nobody telling me nothing about me. And I just don't pay attention to it. Like, I learned to not care about what people got to say, because people always gonna have something to say, whether you doing something good, whether you doing something bad.
Right.
You cannot please the world. And I learned to accept that. Like, I can't please everybody. I can't make everybody like me. So, and I wasn't put here to please the world or to make everybody like me or accept me. So I just learned to deal with, like, if you don't accept me, then that's on you. That's your problem.
Yeah. It's not easy. That's a task for everybody in the public eye, and it's not easy to.
Look, Rosenberg struggles with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can't all be like Ebro, who literally embraces the fact that most people hate his guts.
I love it. No,
I find it difficult also.
Here go why. I feel like if I make you feel something, you fuck with me even if you say you don't.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you say you don't fuck with me, you fuck with me because I made you feel something.
That's how I feel about people that say they don't like me, because I swear to God, people will be like, I hate the way, then I see them like whenever something go out, they be like, oh my God, I love Carisha. No, you don't. You just said that and said you don't like me.
Right. Make up your mind. Now,
People are weirdos.
Here's a question. Yesterday, something awesome happened. We found out that the first ever black woman will be on a major party ticket to be Vice President of the United States. Kamala Harris will be Joe Biden's VP choice. And I just wanted to ask you guys, as black women, as Americans, how did you feel to see Kamala Harris get that tap from Joe Biden?
That is so exciting, to see a black woman about to be in the White House with an opinion as a vice president. Shout out to Michelle Obama as well. But this is so exciting for us, and I hope that they win. Definitely got the city girl support, and we encourage everybody out there to go out and vote. Like if you can stand in the club line, you can stand in the line to vote.
Right,
Voting
right,
is
right.
so important. People don't understand that until something happened and they be like, "Oh my God, we need to get these people out of the office." When y'all have a voice to vote, but y'all don't. So it's like, get out and vote. Don't wait until something happens to be like, "Oh, we need to vote these people out of the office." Do it now. And if you are a felon, you need to figure out the way that you could go and vote. Like I have to because I'm a felon, but I still have to go and figure out, the proper procedure of when and why or how I can vote. So just because you got a case or a charge, don't sit back and feel like, oh, I can't vote. Figure it out. Go see what you can do to be heard. Yeah.
I was about to ask.
Yo, I fuck with y'all. Y'all know that.
Very important.
I fuck with y'all. Keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Ebro, for fucking with us, because you know how it is. People don't be fucking with the city girl.
Listen, from early, and look, and we living in a time, right, where you got women, whether it's a Cardi B, Megan record, or y'all record with Pussy Talk, or even women that came before y'all, right? When you go back and look, women talking about the topics that men have talked about for a long time. When women come out and talk about those same topics, the world wants to come down on them, judge them, tell them that they're not supposed to be doing that. And I appreciate when women come out and own their sexuality the way they want to, and own their hustles, and own their their highs and lows the way you guys owning your songs. You understand? So
Right.
I really do appreciate that.
I just enjoy the old school hip hop energy that you guys have. Like there's such a feel, the Miami old school feel of you guys. I don't know. There's something nostalgic that, like, y'all are very new and kids fuck with you, but for the old heads like us, because be clear, this is a show of old heads. There is something nostalgic that feels so good about what y'all are doing. It feels like a real homage to the things that came before you.
Well,
So
they made
it's
I'll
so
Take Your
true.
Man, bro.
yeah,
They redid I'll Take Your Man. And are using
Man, why
samples.
I take your man ain't at least gold yet?
Because I think some people, I don't think people that get it in hip hop understand what you guys were doing musically when you first came out. I don't think they understand.
Yeah,
it
you know what?
completely.
That's what I said. I wish I could take Period and re-release it. Like Period was that.
Period is fire, bro.
It is. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. We gotta dig deep in there and find us another Period.
Yo.
But when the levels change, the understanding change. So it's like when they put you on a main, like it's how I go, Ebro. It's just
Yeah.
like
No, but here go. For artists like yourselves that are making street records, and you're not necessarily trying to chase pop radio, and you ain't trying to make song. You're making songs for your fans and representing your brand. The trajectory it takes consistency over an extended period of time, right? And so
Okay.
your game will be being in the game for a decade, right? Like you look at an artist like Trina, right? Trina wasn't chasing every little fad and Trina was doing Trina for how many albums Trina got? 12?
it's a long
oh
run.
yeah, she got a lot of albums.
You know what I'm saying? And she still is a reputable brand and somebody that people in the game regard highly. That's going to be the same trajectory for y'all, where you got to just stay on your game and not
Amen.
chase the game.
Yeah, and people forget that in rap history, people forget that artists had periods where they had a smash on one album, release 2 albums, and then their 4th album is when they blew up again. And now when you look back at history, you forget that it's not constant the entire time. You just got to
Hove,
keep.
all of them. All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. And you guys, the City Girls movement is continuously growing steady. You know that. I mean, I know it's hard sometimes when you guys see like the negative stuff, but remember, in the midst of all that, the majority is positive. People
Facts.
ride with y'all.
Yeah, that's true. People who love the city girls, especially like
We
the
love the City
radio
Girls.
people. We love y'all too. Like, thank y'all.
Keep going.
When I see people like y'all supporting us, it just made me feel like I appreciate it, because it's like we came from nothing. We was just 2 little regular girls. So to get recognized by people like y'all, like, they mean a lot. They
Well,
do.
keep going. Everybody go support that City on Lock. Let's run that Pussy Talk featuring Doja Cat right now. JT, Young Miami. Don't call her Carisha. She don't like that.
You don't like that. I don't like that. Period.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, lady.
Bye.